They've lost Ted Kennedy's Senate seat in Massachusetts. This is like Ted Kennedy being elected in Utah.
All over Europe and the Middle East, there have been these color revolutions, the rose revolution, the orange revolution, and now the brown revolution. And in every case, they have rocked or toppled long-standing ruling establishments that had become indifferent to what people wanted. Now, obviously, the Democrats, even in Boston, much less Washington, are not the same as the Ukrainian government. But I do think Democrats need to notice that the American people are not buying what they're selling. The people wanted Republicans out in 2008. That didn't mean they were buying big government, and it didn't mean they were buying a radical statist agenda to take over education, energy, healthcare, finance, automobiles, all those kinds of things. The Democrats need to realize they have overreached.
The economy's clearly part of it. High unemployment, sluggish growth. Obama had a big shot with that. His stimulus of a year ago was promised to keep unemployment below 8%. It failed. He's being punished for that. But it goes beyond that. Scott Brown ran against the health care bill. The health care bill is now at 40% support. It doesn't have a majority nationwide. The health care bill was a big problem for Coakley in Massachusetts, for the Democrats in Massachusetts. It's a big part of this story.
First thing Republicans need to remember is that they're still not popular. People turned them out in 2006 and 2008 for a reason, and people are still not willing to admit that they're Republicans. And that's one reason the Scott Brown campaign got off to a slow start. When it was just a Republican against a Democrat, people weren't keen on the Republican. As they got to know an attractive candidate who was making important points about taxes and health care, then they came to like him, and all of this pent-up frustration with what's going on in Washington, as well as what's been going on in the state capitol in Massachusetts, was able to play into the Brown campaign. Republicans need to remember they still have a lot of catching up to do on economic issues, spending, bailouts, that they really ruined their brand. They also have to think about how to look less old-fashioned, reactionary, and mean with their anti-gay and anti-immigrant and moralizing positions that cost them 2/3 of the youth vote in 2008. But they also need to remember that Scott Brown campaigned hard against taxes and the Obama health care bill. He didn't say, I want to sit down with Nancy Pelosi and cut a halfway deal. He said, I'll be the 41st vote to block that bill, and that's also a lesson for Republicans.
He didn't try to get socially conservative votes. He didn't run on national security issues. He ran against big government. He ran against the takeover of the health care system. He ran against Washington. He's back to Reagan here, and it worked. He won an unbelievable victory, and it really shows the way, I think, for the Republicans in November of 2010.